got your propane cylinders, battery box, it's all bolted down for you. This unit does, right back here, you have a little red key. That's actually going to be a battery disconnect. So when you're putting it away in storage, you can use that battery disconnect to kill the entire system.
Okay.
Your bottles are full right now. They're two 20-pound cylinders, basically just like on most barbecue grills. So you can use the exchange programs, you can have them filled, whatever's easiest for you. You have a little selector here in the center, and whatever direction that's pointing is what bottle that you're using.
Okay.
And then you just open and close with the top valves. Your box will have a little strap on the bottom here. And then it just goes right over the top to kind of hide everything.
Sure.
Up here you've got a little LED light in both sides, and that switch will be right underneath here.
Okay.
Sewer hose storage compartment. You have an access door on each side of the camper, so you can keep your sewer hose inside there.
Get a 20-footer in there, no problem? Good.
And then down here, you've got your power board. So this is going to be the main power switch for your stabilizer jacks.
Okay.
And then you'll have the left side over here. The right side will be over on the right side of the camper, but the power switch for all four is still over here. And so it's basically just a simple extend and retract for up and down on your jacks. These are meant just to be strictly stabilizers. They're not at all for, leveling or lifting, anything like that. Once you get them on the ground good, go ahead and stop there.
Okay.
You'll have little push button light on both sides of the storage. They've given you a little Gorilla wrench there for, breaking off lug nuts should you ever have to put the spare on.
Okay.
And you'll have another handle that's over on that side that will actually allow you to lower the spare, and I'll show you that over on that side too.
Okay.
Okay. So big storage compartment on this side. Got a little magnet on the back here that holds the door open. You'll have a lock in the center and then latches on both sides.
Okay.
In your starter kit, we're sending with you a little weekender. They call this thing a weekender for a reason.
Okay.
You're definitely going to want to get another sewer hose.
Okay. Yeah, I got a Viper.
Perfect. Pressure regulator for your water hose, very, very important. Don't ever put a water hose on the camper without a regulator.
Okay.
You don't want any more than 50 psi traveling through the camper, and most homes are like 70 to 80. So
Okay.
this is real important. Little 10-foot freshwater hose. And then just a little temporary adapter that will allow you to plug your 30 amp into just a regular wall outlet.
Perfect. If I plug that into my garage, can I run my AC just for...
Probably not.
Probably not, okay. It'll pop it.
You'll find out real quick.
Yeah, it'll just trip
it'll trip the breaker.
I thought
but
so.
not only that, this little thing, this is fine for, turning on the lights, charging the battery, getting the refrigerator cold, things like that, getting ready to go.
Okay.
You wouldn't want to run all the big appliances like
Through that.
microwave AC
Right.
through this little bitty thing. It could just eventually get too hot.
Sure.
And it would trip your breaker more than likely.
Right.
Underneath, up here, you've got a little valve. It's kind of hard to see. It's basically just a little L that comes out with a valve here. This is going to be your fresh tank drain.
Okay.
So if you're wanting to get rid of any leftover water in your fresh tank, you pull straight out on that and let the fresh tank just drain out.
Okay.
You don't ever want to keep water in
Since
the
it's
unit
just
when-
fresh water, it'll just drain right underneath the...
Right.
Got it.
And the reason for those is you don't ever want to leave water in the camper when you're not using it.
Right.
Outside shower, hot and cold water on your outside shower. It's got a little button here, so you want to make sure that you have the water turned off before you try and put the hose back in. Otherwise, the door will just push that button and it'll spray out all the water.
Right.
So you'll make sure you have it off all the way. That way that handle does not get pushed. And then it just slides back up.
So if you just click that back and forth, then got it.
Goes back away. Back side of your furnace.
Okay.
Down here you'll have your sewer outlet. So basically real easy to remember. Gray handle is going to be your gray tank drain, which is just soapy sink water.
Okay.
Black handle will be your black tank drain, which is the actual gross water.
Okay.
So what I always tell everybody on a single outlet system, pull your black side first. That way you're using soapy sink water to rinse out your hose. And then your sewer hoses, they're all pretty much universal. They've got the same teeth on them as the cap, and they'll lock, the sewer hose will lock into place just like that cap does. Okay. So one feature that this camper has, right underneath here,
Yep.
you'll see a hose hookup, but it's black. That's actually a black tank flush.
Okay.
So you can use a separate water hose to hook up right here and flush out your black tank after you're done dumping.
Okay. Carry a dirty hose for that.
What a lot of people will do, the hose we're giving you is a 10-foot hose.
Okay.
You may get in some situations where you need more than 10 feet
Sure.
for your drinking water.
Sure.
Standard size is 25 feet, so
Okay.
a lot of people will buy a 25-foot hose for their
Right.
drinking water. Keep the little one we're giving you for your black
flush.
tank flush.
Okay. Is this comes with it, right?
Uh-huh.
Detachable power.
This is your power cord, big heavy duty 30 amp cord.
Okay.
And basically you'll have a red light on this side and a blue light on that side, letting you know that it has power.
Okay.
Unscrew that collar, and you'll turn and just wiggle it out of there.
Great. And you said how many? What's the length of this
I
cable?
believe this one is 25.
Okay.
I want to say it's 25 foot.
And that comes from the manufacturer?
Huh?
Okay, that's
Yes,
from
sir.
Lengths. Got it.
Your park and satellite hookups, a lot of the parks you go to will already have some cable.
Okay. What was that? I missed that.
So this is going to be where your pressure regulator and your drinking water hose actually hook up.
Inbound.
If you're staying in the nicer parks
Right.
that do have hookups, you'll hook up right there.
Perfect.
Otherwise, you'll have your fresh tank, which
Right.
is on the other side for
Gotcha.
the fill.
Okay.
What else? On the back here, got the little access door. The top one can fold up. You can use this as a giant storage compartment, or it's bunk beds.
Does that have a deadbolt on it?
It does.
Okay.
You'll be able to lock your handle and your deadbolt.
Okay.
Two more stabilizer jacks on the back here. Got the access ladder to get up on the roof if you want. Back side of your water heater, you're probably not going to have to do a whole lot back here. Everything's auto ignite on the inside.
Is your rod back here?
So this style does not have a rod.
Oh, really?
There's two different styles of water heaters.
Okay.
There's the Suburban style that has the anode rod in the bottom.
Right.
This one is all aluminum tanks, so
Okay.
it's not going to have the rod anymore on these.
What kind of maintenance?
Only thing you really have to do with these is just try not to leave water in them when you're storing it. It
Got it.
gets pretty smelly pretty
Sure.
quick.
Okay.
You'll just have a little plug right over here on this side. You'll unscrew that plug to drain out your actual hot water tank.
Great. So wait till you're completely done. You're going to put it up in storage. Last thing you do is, after you've emptied out your other water, you get rid of that
Mhm.
right there. Got it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And this little pressure relief valve, it won't ever let it over pressurize.
Sure.
When you're pulling that plug to drain it, you do want to open this up all the way though, let the pressure off of it. Otherwise, when you get that plug out, it's going to be pressurized and you're going to get a shower.
Right. Of hot water.
License plate on the back, it does have a license plate light.
Okay.
Back side of your refrigerator, again, you'll probably never be in there for anything. You do have outside speakers and a little amber porch light on the back.
Okay.
Some extra plugs here. And so this is going to be your fresh tank fill. If you're keeping water on board with you, say you're doing some dry camping or off the grid camping, or you just want water on board in case you want to pull over somewhere and have water available.
Right.
You basically just fill that up until it runs over.
Okay. That's a 45 gallon, something like that?
Yes. So right under here, you're going to see two little outlets that have caps screwed in the end of them.
Okay.
Those are just going to be your low point drains. So you've got a total of 4 places you're going to drain the camper when you're done using it, and
Okay.
you're going to put it away. We're going to drain our fresh tank.
Right.
We're going to unscrew those 2 plugs.
Okay.
And we're going to unscrew the plug in the hot water tank in the back.
Got it.
These are your low points just for all of the plumbing.
Got it.
You'll take those out, open up some faucets to relieve the pressure, and it's just going to drain out.
Right. And then make sure you close the faucets and put them back in before you get to where you're going next.
Correct.
Got it.
Front and rear entry doors. You've got a little vent up above your stove here
Okay.
with a fan.
Okay.
It is just a little plastic flap though, so make sure that you lock that when you're traveling so it doesn't get ripped off of there.
Sure. And it just clicks?
Just these 2 little tabs will open and close.
Okay. Those 2 little tabs. Sorry, I didn't get that on video. So you push that down?
To open, you just pop them out, and then to close them,
Just click them. Got it.
cool.